My name is Eileen Rodriguez, and I have just begun my Master's in Literacy at Grand Canyon University. I feel like there's a lot of dispositions I possess that make me a successful teacher. One of them would be committed. I am very committed to my education and very committed to educating young children. Um, I love teaching, and it is something I'm very passionate about ever since I was a young girl. I've always wanted to be a teacher, so I'm very committed. I work a lot of extra hours to make sure I'm ready for the day and ready for the week. Another one would be honesty. I believe we should always be honest with our colleagues, with our students, and especially with the people we surround ourselves. I feel like if we show honesty, our students will want to be honest with us. And the students really learn from what we do, and it is very, very, very important to be honest. Another one would be curiosity. I'm currently a kindergarten teacher, therefore, I really like to spark their curiosity, especially when we're writing. Anytime we have any free time, I'm like, okay, what can you write about? What is a story that you can make up or a story that you can think of? I feel like it's important to really, really let them use their imagination in their work, in their stories. That's something very important. Another one would be fairness. I am very fair with all my students. I try to remind them, just because Sam might need something doesn't mean you do. We just need different things. So I'm very fair with my students. Another one would be ethical behavior. At Heritage University, where I completed my bachelor's program, they really, really enforced that as an educator, you're really being looked at regardless of you being at work or you being at the store. They're really looking at the way you present yourself and the way you act. Often I run into my students and they're always like, Miss Rodriguez, I saw you at the store. So it's really important to be professional inside of work and outside of work. Another one would be friendliness. I am extremely friendly with all my coworkers, with all my students. I love to show that I care about them. If the students see us interacting in a positive manner with one another, they'll want to interact that way with each other. Like I said before, they really learn from us and they see what we do and they really mimic our behavior. High expectations would be another one I possess. I have very high expectations for my students. I know they're only in kindergarten, but I know they can accomplish so much more. Prior to jumping into kindergarten, I always thought, oh my God, how are these students going to come out reading and writing on their own? However, being here, I've seen it work. I've seen if I have high expectations for them, I have very high outcomes. I know with the higher my expectations are, they'll reach them and surpass them. So I try to keep very high expectations of my students. There's some dispositions I feel like I still need to work on. It's not that I don't do them, I just really need to work on them. One of them would be reflection. Like I've said in some of my forums, I am a first year teacher. I actually just completed my bachelor's program. So reflection is something I really need to work on. I do it once a week. However, being a first year teacher, I feel like I really need to work on reflection. That way I know what worked and what didn't work, what's something I could improve on for my next year students. So I really need to work on reflection. Another one would be community. I try to invite the community to our events in the classroom. However, I feel like I could be a lot better about that. I could send a little more reminders. Maybe I could call home. So community is a big one. I feel like we should really, really keep that connection with the family at home and school. It's really important for behavior, for positive. If something went amazing that day, if you have a tough kiddo, you can always call mom and be like, oh, this went really well. So I feel like I really need to improve on community. Another one is diversity. My classroom is bilingual, so we're all Hispanic. But diversity, I feel like it's something that I could always improve on. It's something that there's always room for growth. So diversity is something I plan to work on. Incorporate some other type of holidays and stuff that the students may not be exposed to at home. So these are the dispositions I feel like I really need to work on. A professional teacher, dresses very professional. While I was a paraeducator at an elementary school, a STEM school, our principal always let us know that you work at a school, you are a professional, you should dress like a professional, you should look like one. If they see you, they should be like, wow, this is a teacher. So you should dress professional, dress very good every day. Um, Behave. You should behave in a very positive manner, be very friendly. A professional teacher would have all these dispositions. Sorry. Um, they would really, really follow the model code of ethics. Sometimes we get so caught up into worrying about the students and how the students are doing that we tend to forget about ourselves. So we really need to make sure we take that time to take care of ourselves. If we're having a hard day, just it's okay to take a small break. So make sure we're taking care of ourselves in order to take care of our students. And yeah, thank you.